how you doing? Just thought I would film on this train. I've filmed other videos on this train before. If you live in the town I do, you would know these trains. People take pictures on them all the time. So I'm out walking around. It's June, whatever. Like the summer solstice just happened a couple days ago, and I'm just walking around. It's been a really unusual summer, I think, for all of America. I listen to a lot of like Eagles podcasts and Celtics podcasts, so I hear about Denver and Philadelphia. I tend to be pretty aware of, because they mention the weather all the time and things like that, and it sounds like it's pretty close to the same, the weather. But it's I don't know, I guess it's all just part of climate change, you know, that it's like so cold. It's kind of a cold, I think climate change, it doesn't just make it hot, I think it just makes it just weird. And this is definitely pretty weird, but I'm just thinking about being thankful for life, smelling the roses, and just kind of enjoying it. It's my Friday, so I don't work tomorrow, so I can afford to just walk around. I don't have to get to bed at a decent time because I have to get up in the morning type thing. So I'm just walking around, listening to music. It's one of the things I don't like about this town is I can't ever figure out where to go. I used to live in Spain where everywhere is somewhere to go. There's people everywhere. There's conversations waiting for you around every corner, it seems like, you know. But here, it's just like, it's really hard to get anywhere. You just have to be happy with just walking around. So I listen to music. I've been listening to Van Halen 5150 and thinking about my high school days. I was a teenager in the 80s in Southern California, and I was thinking about how proud I was of my t-shirts as a rocker. You know, I was proud to be a rocker, you know, smoking my cigarettes in the parking lot, and you know, like spending all my money on music and cigarettes and beer and herb. And I remember my shirts, I was so proud of them. My Van Halen 5150 shirt, which I did see that concert. And then Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. Someone gave me that shirt. I saw him, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, the next tour. Dio, Dream Evil, I saw him. It was the actual shirt I got at the concert. And AC/DC Fly on the Wall, which I saw AC/DC for their Blow Up Your Video tour, which was like 2 albums later. And then that was it. I had an Iron Maiden Killers shirt for a while because it was the only Iron Maiden shirt that didn't say Iron Maiden across the top. So because my mom is a Mormon, so it was real strict. I'd had to put a flannel shirt on. I'd get my earring because my ears were pierced, and I'd flip it inside out so the stud would be sticking out. And I'd keep the back in my pocket, and I'd button up my flannel shirt all the way to the top, you know, so my mom would think that's how I'm dressed. Then as soon as I was away from the house, I'd unbutton my shirt, you know, and then I'd have like my Iron Maiden shirt on underneath, and I'd flip my earring around in whichever side. I can't remember these days. And it's just fun times, you know. So when I listen to Van Halen 5150, it's just, I can still remember the things that I really, really liked, like the guitar solo on Best of Both Worlds. That guitar solo is so freaking amazing. I used to love that stuff so bad. I still do. Van Halen's amazing, but not quite the same way I did last time, or you know, back then. But you know, like when you're a teenager, you're struggling so hard to like find yourself and everything like that. And it's like transitioning. One of the beauties of transitioning was that I actually became more like I was back when I was younger by a long ways. And you know, like I'm still a total rocker and everything, but it just you know, like when you're a teenager, you think you're growing up, so you stop doing the things you think that are childish, you know. But a lot of that stuff came back, you know. Like I'm more like I was when I was 7 and 8 and 9 years old now than I was when I was like 16, 17, and 18. you know, but yet I still have a lot of the same stuff too, you know. I like most of the same music and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm just thankful to those two people that walk by. Nobody ever walks by here, but that's alright. Just thankful to be alive, you know. Everything's a perspective. You know, it's like life can be so hard, beating you down and everything like that. But if you just remember that everything's a perspective and an attitude, and not to take things personal, because everybody's coming from a perspective and an attitude, then you can just kind of control it and, you know, like react and not react, I guess, you know. React by just not reacting directly to things that happen, but just keeping in check with how you feel. And I feel really happy about myself, you know. And so I might as well be happy, you know. I might as well rock out. I've been listening to a lot of Jews lately, rabbis and stuff, because like I like to listen to atheist podcasts because they teach me how to defend myself, you know. So when you're transgender, the religiosos stay up late at night pacing back and forth trying to figure out how to rob your happiness and make your life difficult, and how to say exactly the right combination of words so everybody disrespects you and doesn't like you and thinks you're the most evil thing to walk the face of the earth and all this stuff, you know. So it's like the atheists give you powerful tools to combat their blows, you know. And you know, Christian ones, I never listen to those. They're just have become so they've exposed themselves as such fiction that it's just like it's more like a good laugh than anything, you know. But Jews and witches, podcasts by Jews and witches, you know, when I say Jews, they're usually rabbis. They're always rabbis, I guess. Rabbis and witches, I should say. They teach you things that's useful and techniques you can use to live your life better, and you know, they speak very little about the other stuff. And strangely enough, they're the most non-judgmental, and they're so much better at loving one another. Christians nowadays, Christians and Muslims, they might have to be probably the worst at loving one another out of all the different ethnicities that I'm aware of, you know, if that's the right word. You know, so it's just kind of becomes a trick of kind of like avoid them, or, you know, if they don't think that you're listening to them, they get all sad when they're around you, and it's like, gosh, I don't want to bum you out. It's just like they want to convert you so bad and everything that it's just such a mess, you know. The only thing either side can do is just kind of avoid each other, you know. But thank goodness for rabbis and witches and rock and roll.